Hello everyone and welcome back to our last day of this Darkrai Hypno deck. Now hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves another couple of wins. No guarantees though, because there is a little bit of variance involved with this deck, because you do need to get quite a few cards out. And just based on the poll results that I put up yesterday, if you want to get involved in what deck gets chosen for a certain week, make sure to check out my Facebook page. I put up the poll there every Wednesday and I close it out on Thursdays. So right now, I believe Greninja Break was the deck that won. So for those of you watching, you already have a little bit of a preview as to what you can expect next week. Now, let's see here. I can't bench anything else, obviously. Getting rid of the Hypno does kind of suck. And wow, we're actually up against a Mega Scissor deck. Or regular Scissor, but I would guess Mega Scissor. This Pokemon was on the bench and became your active Pokemon this turn. His attack does 60 more damage. Okay, and Steel Wing reduces 20 damage, plus the special metal energy. He's reducing 30 damage just now. And there's the Spirit Link, so... oh, that top deck. Man, why? Why must I top deck like that? I'm gonna judge? Just to save my 2 Hypnos, because if I get rid of Hypno, I definitely cannot win this game. But out of all the cards I could have top decked, that was probably one of the worst cards ever. Oh boy. And I get 2 of my stadium out. So, I'm just gonna bench my Darkrai. I'm gonna pass my turn. Hopefully next turn I can go for a Shaman. But I really didn't want to get rid of both stadium cards. And yeah, he has 2 special metal energy. He's gonna 2-hit KO my Darkrai. So I'm going to really have to rely either on the regular Evoltal in order to power up my Pokemon, or potentially some good max elixirs. And to top all of this, 1 Shaman is prized. So yeah, this definitely didn't start out as I wanted it to, but at least I get a fresh hand of 6 cards here. And I don't know if you guys can hear the music anymore, but I believe it should be a lot better now. Now I really wish I had gotten a TCG in order to use Yveltal's second attack and preserve that, but looks like okay, I could potentially buy myself a turn through Lysander. So I'm gonna grab the Verse Seeker. I'm gonna leave the switch there, and I'm actually gonna attach. Okay, I can't play the Lysander, so hopefully he has no way to switch out the Beldum, and we win ourselves a turn here. Gonna attach the Muscle Band to the Darkrai. Also gonna bench the Malamar and the other Darkrai, and I'm gonna pass my turn. Unfortunately though, I might give my opponent a fresh hand next turn, because I can only judge. So Scissor Spirit Link, is his last card a switch? No, it's not, thankfully. And I get another Verse Seeker, so I could buy myself more turns, but there's really no point. It's unfortunate that I have to give my opponent a brand new hand of 3 extra cards than the ones he already had. And there's no Shaman, is there? So I'm gonna max elixir, which I whiff. And do I attach? I won't get a KO onto Beldum. Without Hypno in play, I'm not gonna be doing too much damage. So guess I'll attach to the other Darkrai, and I'll pass my turn. And now we're in top deck mode, and we might have given my opponent actual outs in order to get KOs and things like that. He plays a Stadium. I'm still gonna 2-hit KO his Pokemon, so that's really not a big deal. And we don't have Hypno in play yet, so we can't abuse All-Night Party anymore. And he's also allowing my attacks to do 10 more damage, which I really don't think will be relevant. And funnily enough, it cancels out the benefit he gets off of the Stadium, so it really doesn't affect anything. Now let's see here. Yep, he's gonna Birch. I guess he's looking for a switch because he cannot attach a Full Stone, which is pretty good for us. He gets a Battle Compressor. He might get rid of AC. If we see an AC, that probably signifies a Verse Seeker in his hand. Nope, just straight up 3 Metal Energy. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing he runs a Bronzong line? Or there's a Metagross that gets back energy that I have not heard of yet. But man, my draws. If I had not top decked that Hypno that first turn, I would have just Sycamored. But yeah, look at everything I gave my opponent. He's gonna go for a Bronzor, I would assume. No, a Medank. Look at everything I gave my opponent just because I judged, and look at what I got myself. And how useless a top deck is that? So I'm just gonna pass. Oh man, what's Metagross going to do? Does it have like the Warp Point ability? Yeah. You may switch your active Pokemon, one of your best Pokemon. If you do, I have to switch. Wow. So I can no longer Lysander style even. So ridiculous, and I gave him that opportunity, and he has a Lysander. Oh my. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not gonna win this one. There's no way I win this match. Absolutely no way. And just based on what my opponent is drawing, I'm going to guess he doesn't have any Sycamores, because we've seen Birch, we've seen Shona. So I'm really gonna guess we've seen Skyla. So I really doubt he runs a heavy count of Sycamore, so we're gonna lose to a deck that doesn't run Sycamore. And we can't even 3-hit KO this, or I mean 2-hit KO the Mega Scissor. So we're done here, we're absolutely done. He's gonna Lysander my Shaman, I guess, or he's gonna Shona, or Birch to set up another Mega Scissor. Nope, it's just gonna go for the Lysander. I would guess Shaman, just to get a knockout. No, the other Darkrai, okay. The other Darkrai. So a Sycamore right now would be amazing, but I'm not counting on it. Nope. It's a DCE, so... we can't do another 100 damage to the Scissor, I guess, and then KO it with this last Darkrai. And I'm obviously going to Dark Hit this time around. Just 60 damage, but 80 is just enough to get the KO next turn on Mega Scissor. But we're gonna need a Darkness Energy in play because we're gonna lose the one on the active. There's a Bronzong line, so my opponent is using all metal Pokemon, not even Shaman. Man, we have Shaman ourselves, and because the other one is priced, we're also stuck. And my opponent, using a Sycamore-less deck, is just running through his deck, setting up everything, and mauling us over. Absolutely destroying us. Man, any Sycamore, any Trainer's Mail, it's just impossible. Now he's down to 2 prizes, and yeah, I guess Mega Scissor is very cost efficient. It's easy to power up, deal significant damage, and I'm definitely not getting or not able to press through. I get a Berserker for another judge. Not even a Sycamore. My only draw card. I'm halfway through my deck and not a single Sycamore. So now my only option to KO this Mega Scissor is the Max Elixir. Getting an energy off of a Max Elixir. Now my opponent hasn't attached another energy. I'm gonna go for the Drowsy because yeah, I might get Shaman and I don't know. I really don't know. I do get the energy, so at least I will be able to get a KO. I believe that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minus 20, that's 80. So just enough. Oh boy. Shaman and a Muscle Band. Muscle Band is worthless, but I guess I can attach it. He doesn't promote the other Mega Scissor. So I guess that's only because he wants to use Metagross's ability. He goes for a Shona, he's looking for another energy. He discarded so many with the Compressor and the Ultra Balls that maybe he doesn't have any anymore. That could be our saving grace, I guess. Nope, never mind, there it is. So, wow, he Mega Evolves and passes. Okay. I'm gonna attach the Muscle Band to the Malamar. And I'm gonna Shaman. It's just waiting for a Berserker to Lysander. Gonna get 5. I do get the Stadium, but I don't get an energy or a supporter. So ridiculous, so absolutely ridiculous, man. How do I not get a supporter or an energy? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Man, this is just absolutely ridiculous. It really is. I mean, there's bad luck and then there's this crap. 17 cards left and we've played one supporter, Judge, and I guess Lysander, whatever. Do I put him to sleep? No, because I will put myself to sleep as well. So I will just Dark Pulse for 100 damage. I can't even do it KO him. I can't believe 17 cards left in my deck and I'm in top deck mode to KO a Mega Scissor. He's Kyless, probably for the Berserker. Yep. So next turn I lose. Unless I can judge him. Next turn I lose unless I can judge him. And I will not be able to. So I'm just gonna save ourselves some time and I'm gonna concede because he can KO either of my Shaman. No comment, guys. Absolutely no comment here. We lost to a Sycamore-less, Shaman-less deck. Not because the deck sucks, but because I can't draw like anything. Oh well, moving on to the next game. Hopefully it'll be a bit better. So yeah, can't say much about, I mean, I can't analyze any further than my top deck sucks. And I mean, I'm trying my best to get myself back into games, but beyond my top deck sucks, there's really not else I can say. Anyways, Precious 2 Berserkers. in my hand. So who do I start off with? Gonna start off with Yveltal, and I'm gonna bench my Darkrai. Because of the fact that I can conserve energy with Y Cyclone. And we're up against our worst matchup. So benching that Darkrai was a mistake, and I definitely need to focus on baby Yveltals right now. That's the only play I have against this deck. I'm not entirely sure, but we did get mulled over by this deck a bit earlier, and yep, 2 cards that will make us draw less with Shaman. I guess I do have the Center Lady to heal up my Yveltal, but he does so much damage that it's, even if I heal off, it's still a 2-hit KO anyways with Garchomp. So my only saving grace would be him not setting up a Gible. He discarded a Gabite. So, and he has a Lucha as well. He's gonna have Focus Ashes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using that deck myself. I think it's going to be very, very strong. And yeah, perfect hand for my opponent, really. Aside from starting Shaman, that's not too bad. Gets a Gible, gets 2 Gibles actually, without the need of level ball or anything. And my top deck is a Hypno, so I can't even Shaman for 1. And look at that, if my opponent hadn't mulliganed, my next top decks would have been Energy, Energy, and Hypno. What do you do against that? Like, how do you show off your skill when you're drawing like this? Like this. It's impossible. My opponent judges me, he's actually helping me out. But knowing my luck, I'm not gonna draw any energy or anything like that. Okay. And there's the Center Lady back. I'm not gonna bother benching Darkrai's. I'm just gonna get rid of them right now. I'm not gonna think about it. Yveltals, baby Yveltals are my play. What? Okay. A Muscle Band would be very nice right now. Off of these 2 cards, but I'm not counting on it. Another energy and another Pokemon. Oh my. I have no words, guys. I really have no words. And I'm gonna fall short on the KO and Shaman. I have no words. I really have no words. Hopefully he doesn't retreat the Shaman. That's, I guess, my only hope. So that I get 2 free prizes. He's gonna judge once again? I guess that's not terrible. Nope, he's just gonna Lysander to buy himself a turn. Potentially retreat. But I guess, thankfully, I have so many energy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna waste a DCE attachment onto the Drowsy in order to retreat, knowing that I run 3 switches in my deck, and all I draw off of Sycamore are Pokemon and Energy. I could use Shaman once again. I could also bench the other Drowsy, but there's no need. And he cannot KO Yveltal, so I don't need to Y-Cyclone the energy back just yet. I will, however, do that next turn. There's a Sycamore and there's a baby Yveltal. So... I can't really comment too much on that. He's gonna Sycamore himself, gets rid of the Megaphone, which is great for us. I wonder how the mirror match plays for that Garchomp deck. Must be really awkward. because Holuche is useless, and if you get behind an energy, or if one of your Garchomp line is priced, you're pretty much screwed. It is weak to grass, but I don't think there's any good grass tech you could put into your deck. And we keep top decking Pokemon. So I could break his Sash, but there's no point in letting him keep doing damage to my Yveltal, so I'm just gonna retreat, and that's the second darkness energy that will go away. And I'm gonna bench this baby Yveltal. I'm not gonna play Sycamore before I have attached all of my energy. And Oblivion Wing for 30 damage. I don't get to power up anything, but I can Sycamore next turn, I guess. Sucks that I'll get rid of an Yveltal, but there's not much you can do about that. Now he's gonna get his Garchomp out, but at least he's not doing too much damage with Mega Turbo, I guess. I would love to heal off my Yveltal to prevent a KO. Oh boy. But yeah, he can't do it KO me though. Turbo Assault, not Mega Turbo, sorry. Does he have energy in the discard pile? He does have the 1 energy. I don't know, maybe in that deck you could abuse the fact that you power up Pokemon and run some sort of rainbow energy techs, perhaps? Don't know. Don't know, like a Garchomp rainbow deck? Wow, he flying presses. What? Okay, so I cannot Sycamore just yet. Do I want to even bother powering up my Darkrai? Because it's at the mercy of a DCE KO, or rather at the mercy of a Lysandre. But I guess it's kind of worth it. I can't believe I don't have the KO on Holuche, man. I really can't. But I can't just throw away my DCEs. I've already thrown 2 away retreating. I can't throw the rest away by Sycamoring. So I'm just powering up Darkrai because it can potentially 1 KO the Garchomp through Hypno, and the fact that unless he gets a strong energy on a stadium, he might miss the KO back with Lucario. That's the only reason I'm powering up Darkrai as well. And I guess spreading my energy out is also useful, just to make sure that if he does Lysandre, at least all my energy are not just thrown into the trash. But getting rid of Malamar will suck for sure. Huh? Okay, he got rid of a Gible. Why would you get rid of a Gible? And he flying pressed an Yveltal. Okay, that's why. To get Shaman going. But he flying pressed against Yveltal. I don't know why he's so... why he's so scared to bring up Yveltal, or Garchomp rather. There's Lucario. He's gonna Corkscrew Smash. Get some extra cards for his troubles. And now, unless he attaches a Muzzle Band or a Strong Energy, Somersault Kick doesn't KO me. My top decked versus Seeker will be used to heal off Yveltal for sure. But I'm still gonna get KO'd by Garchomp. Unless I manage to heal through Hypno and the Stadium. So with this in mind, I'm gonna attach the TC now to Yveltal, and I'm just gonna Oblivion Wing for 30 damage. Hopefully I'll be able to get a KO in 1 or 2 turns through my Yveltal onto Lucario and prevent a KO from the Garchomp. And maybe it's not a lost cause just yet. He will get a KO on Lucario, so if he attaches a regular energy. Hopefully this Sycamore will get me a ton of cards. He plays the escape rope, so I'm not gonna give him an easy prize. I'm gonna give him Yveltal, and he brings up Halucha. Will he go Garchomp? Probably, but then I can just break the Focus Sash with my active Yveltal. With Somersault Kick, he's not gonna get a KO. Yeah, man, I'm really gonna be disappointed if we lose this match just because. Okay, Muscle Band onto Yveltal. Do I attach to my active? No, I'm gonna Sycamore away. There's still plenty of energy left in my deck. There's still plenty of everything left in my deck. But I don't get an energy, of course. Do I have the KO? 22, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I do have the KO, but I don't want him to KO me back. So unless, okay, I get the Stadium, so I will be able to use Goodnight Babies and heal myself. Okay, so we might be able to save this game a bit. Because, do I have Lysander in my discard pile? I probably don't. If I do, I could just Lysander up the Shaman and win next turn. But unfortunately I can't, so I'm gonna have to take 2 KOs. Okay, so switch into my Yveltal. I can't believe I didn't draw an energy. Good night, babies. We both go to sleep. I will use my Stadium, heal myself the 30 damage, putting myself at full health once again, and Evil Ball will be enough to get a KO on this Lucario. Barely enough. And now we're down to 2 prizes. And honestly, we're only in this situation because my opponent has been really afraid to attack. I have no idea why, but he's been really afraid to attack. Yeah, next turn I'm definitely gonna go all out for the potential Lysander, and I haven't seen any Max Elixir yet either, which is really strange, seeing how I do run 4 of them. Heaver Seekers. Is he going to Lysander? Nope, he's gonna Sycamore. Now, if he attacks with Halucha instead of Garchomp, that's probably best case scenario. That's definitely best case scenario for me. He plays a Stadium, that's perfectly fine. Gets another Focus Sash going, but it really comes down to whenever I get my Lysander. He doesn't attack with Halucha, which is obviously the better play. Oh, the Stadium. The Stadium got me. The Stadium got me. Yikes. Okay. Yikes. The Stadium got me. Oh boy. So, I'm gonna have to power up a regular Yveltal. And what I could do is Goodnight Babies to buy myself potentially a turn and wake myself up through Pokemon Center Lady. But now it comes down to, does he have Lysander? So he still doesn't KO me. He's 20 short of KOing me. And yeah, I can't Goodnight Babies myself. And if I attach the Muscle Band to the active, do I gain anything by that? And I didn't draw. Where are my Lysanders? Or my Max Elixirs at least. Or my Switch even. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna attach the Muscle Band to the best. And I'm gonna Oblivion Wing to power up myself a bit further. That turn, where I got behind an energy drop, might just end up being the difference between winning and losing this match. Or the fact that we are incapable of drawing Lysander. Versus Seeker. He has a Lysander, yep. So it comes down to that. It really comes down to that. The smart play would be to Lysander Shaman, because Shaman could potentially attack and retreat, whereas... or attack and put itself into my hand, whereas Darkrai had no way to pick it up. Oh boy. At least I get a KO right now. If I get an energy, which given current potential draws, it's not looking likely. Is it worth replacing the stadium? I think it is. And I'm just gonna Sycamore here, hoping to hit one energy and a potential Lysander to win next turn. $12 cards left in my deck. There's the energies, all of them, and all of my max elixirs. So it comes down to, does he have the Lysander? It comes down to that. It's as simple as that. Does he have the Lysander and the Garchomp, I guess, to KO my Shaman? Gonna... oh, I can't attach the energy to Hypno, unfortunately. So I'm gonna attach it to the baby Yveltal. I'm gonna save my Trainer's Mail, I guess. And I will Darkness Blade for the KO. I do flip heads, so I won't need to retreat or anything like that. Does he have the Verse Seeker? If he doesn't, does he have a Judge? If he doesn't, I win. It comes down to that. And replacing the stadium was definitely a good idea, because he could Lysander, strong Muscle Band, KO the Shaman with the benched Halucha. There's the stadium though. So there's a Muscle Band onto Lucario. There's an Ultra Ball. So he got rid of a Sycamore. What's his last card? There's the Garchomp, so all he needs is a Verse Seeker or the Lysander. Nope. What? Why would... oh, because he has so few cards left in his deck. So I win, guys. Very, very hard and scrappy game. Extremely, extremely hard and scrappy game. But he cannot KO Yveltal, and I have the KO on either Halucha, thanks to this Lysander. So wow. That was a really, really rough game. Really, really rough game. And honestly, this is what this format comes down to a lot of the times. The early and mid game, if it's even-ish, it just comes down to who gets the short end of the stick at the end of the game with the Lysander, or the Verse Seeker for the Lysander. So yeah, that concludes our Darkrai Hypno deck. Make of the deck whatever you want. I mean, you have my list. Definitely play around with it. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it could be optimized a bit more. Probably with more draw. And maybe you guys can make it a contender for the standard format. And yeah, I will publish what deck I will be using on Sunday, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Greninja Break, and I will see you guys on Monday for a brand new week of Road to TCG Worlds 2016. Thank you guys, and bye bye.